All right, and welcome everybody to the next game in the Legacy series. Why am I breaking? Like, why is my brain not functioning on that? Like, it doesn't. Anyways, welcome to the next game in the Legacy series, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. So yeah, so we've gotten through. Let's go over. We've gone through Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2, and Soul Reaver. So we are now on Soul Reaver 2, which is the fourth game of the series. It is actually the fourth game that came out, because Soul Reaver came out before Blood Omen 2, but we're not going into the semantics. We're going by their chronological orders for this game series, specifically. So in their timeline of following the main characters, because this series has time shenanigans, so we're not going to worry about anything else, just that. Anyways, welcome to the first installment of Soul Reaver 2. And of course, guys, if you've been enjoying all the rest of the Legacy series, you know, consider subscribing, give a like, maybe leave a comment, you know, feed that YouTube robot some more. I've been live a lot here on YouTube too, so you know, I just celebrated a big birthday, milestone birthday for myself, and then been going through a whole bunch, so we're continuing on. I just want to start getting these out, and of course, you know, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the other games in the series. The last one we have is Defiance after this, and it's not gonna look as good, just saying. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get started in this. This is going to be interesting. It's going to do our initial opening.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me.
Oh yeah, this is also PS2 and Xbox era. For graphics, the initial graphics. This is pretty much just an up-res version of the original cutscene.
I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden.
So yeah, and
but each of us is so much more.
Yeah, again, this series does some fun
We have become like gods. As such, are we not in
time warpy BS in it.
as a
So
single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us.
why does this sound so quiet? Like, it's like super quiet for me. I wonder if it's super quiet for you. Watch, it's gonna get into the normal gameplay and it's gonna be super loud.
Profane a priest by turning him into a vampire.
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely...
Yeah, and we're about to find out really what Raziel is in this game. What he was, Sarafan wise.
But you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
Yeah, essentially he just did that's how the fight goes for this game.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more this drama unfolds completely.
Yep. And now Raziel goes into the past. Which again is where the first game ended. With Raziel going into this time stream and talking to Mobius.
And Messiah, welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Because his physical body's gone, but he lives within the time stream. It's weird.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
Well, this is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you
God, how ugly is he in
Are you
the
so certain
old
of that,
version?
Mobius?
This is PS2
My
graphics.
role as
Oh yeah.
Time Guardian affords me a certain level of
Oh yeah, he's
omniscience.
ugly.
Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain. Some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yep.
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age.
This is right
My
between.
mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the circle, the most depraved and decadent example
This
of
is
this whole degenerate race.
God, when
He slaughtered 6 of my fellow guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
yep,
And
this
you
is right
somehow
after.
survived this massacre.
I and 2 others. The circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes. But you're
Yeah,
simply
because the
caught in
next
depth.
this game and
You
Defiance
underestimate
are
me,
going to take
Raziel.
place right
me show you.
before, like right in the time period that Kain is
Even
dead.
now, Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the
Yep.
embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a
It still
cancer
takes
upon this
time.
world. As long as he
1500
lives,
years
all
after
of Nosgoth is in peril.
after the
You may
the
never again be human,
the pillars
Raziel.
gets destroyed.
But you
That's
can
when
re-embrace
the original Soul
essence
Reaver
of your
takes
humanity
place. So
and the
we got
nobility of your
a lot of time to
Southern
cover.
heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Yeah, you can tell right there. You're like, yeah, Mobius is not a good person still.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
Oh yeah. Shift, Soul Reaver, and view map. Okay. Yeah, of course. All right. Yeah, we don't have Soul Reaver right now, so. Okay, wow. All right, yeah, now the... Now it sounds good. Give me that soul. Give me that soul. Yeah, this first portion is going to be a little bit longer just because... it's the beginning, so we have a lot more things to go through. And we've got to find stuff. And it's like, yeah. Oh, hi. That's female. That was a woman. I love how he's like, we'll try and keep the casualties to a minimum, but murder them all.
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility.
So
Raided my sacred crypt.
there we go.
And defiled me.
Whole bunch of dead vampires heads. Sir? Rude. Sir, I was trying to eat your friend's souls. I have a lot of life and I'm about to lose it. Was it? It's... Yeah, we lose a lot of the health. Oh, also the Soul Reaver looks a lot cooler in this one.
Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his
It's
mercy.
essentially the stone he has is the full version of the Nixxes stone. Oh.
As I neared the stronghold's
There we go.
inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kain's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Mobius
fact that there's
coerced
two
him to
Soul
travel
Reavers.
back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred
Which
of
is funny
vampires
because
among the
this
citizens of
thing was
Moscow.
put on that path by Mobius himself.
And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kain. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until of course Kain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long-dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade. But the Reaver
Which is
knew
where
better than to
why we
destroy
lose
its host.
our
And just
health.
as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control. What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Kain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg
Oh,
you
good
to
old
stay your
Mobius.
hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the
we know.
serpent in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games, Mobius.
I love Mobius. They're being like
I needn't concern
so
myself
squirrely.
with you. Kain is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Kain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
By the way, he threw down the Soul Reaver.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once
There we go.
summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Essentially, now with it, it will slowly kill me. And then my health is massively reduced. So this is their way of making it so you're not always running around. Is they don't want you to you don't recover health now. You can't recover health because Soul Reaver wants to. And then you also have to watch the bar around your your health. Otherwise, it will kill you. So view map. We're at the Seraphim Stronghold. There should be another door around here that I need to go through. Again, another reason why they want you to use weapons normally in this game is because now they made Soul Reaver way stronger. Ow, bitch. But they also want to give it a negative effect, which makes a lot of sense, and I love it. All right, so I'm missing something. Yes, there's a puzzle in the first area that you have to do. I think it's oh wait, no, there isn't a puzzle. There's this door.
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villages below. His reign of terror ended when the Seraphim finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness.
Supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Seraphim therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Seraphim, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
Ah, weird. And then when they gave us Blood Omen 2, we're like, oh yeah, Janos was not that bad. He actually cared about the vampires and just like what had happened and what they had become. So yeah, like I said, this first installment is going to be a little bit longer. Because, well, I want to get us out of the Seraphim Castle first. Now, I know people are probably wondering, like, well, you finished the first game, but you didn't get everything. Why not? For reasons. The series isn't about 100%ing games, it's about experiencing them and playing them.
History came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Seraphim
Rahab,
and myself. All of us
Malachi,
and then so cruelly profaned by Kain when he imposed his gift
Tural,
on our noble corpses. For the
me.
first time, I beheld the image of my Seraphim self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been.
We are going to go back in the past more too, by the way.
And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could
Because we
barely
get to see
contain it.
ourselves in the past.
All I wanted at this
As
moment
Raziel.
was to find Kain and destroy him.
Give me your souls. Yeah, most normal enemies I'm not gonna use Soul Reaver on because it does us no good. There's stairs. And of course, this is a PS2 era game, so you know we actually have real camera controls now. It's interesting. It's almost weird that they didn't do that for the just overall for the remakes, but they kept them kind of true to their original selves in control schemes. They didn't become more modernized. Of course, you know, again, still have to make the joke that, you know, Blood Omen 2 played like shit comparatively. There we go. We're out of the Seraphon Keep.
First time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality. And I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
And then, so people can see that little red mark on the map, that's where we're going. Also, we still have the ability to swim. We are not affected by water because it did still make sure that we...
I did not yet possess the means to unlock this barrier, but this enigmatic symbol was clearly the key.
It's a Soul Reaver. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. And... yeah, we lose health again, officially. Even though we don't have Soul Reaver out.
As I passed this
You always
arcane
lose health.
a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Yeah, and of course, that's just checkpoints and save areas. So there's that. We don't have the ability to use those yet either. There's a lot of unlocks in this game that we can do. So, all right. And we should be going over here, I believe. I don't know. I think right here is where we will, yeah. This way I can get my bearings. Oh, we're going over there. But yeah, this is a perfect spot. Do I not have... oh, I don't have, like, the natural save. So that checkpoint, I think, was my save. Ooh, whoa, hi. Oh, no, here we go.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul. and thus
This
create
is
a
where we get our
milestone to which
saves.
I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
All right. Well, there's our save, our first save. So yeah, with that, everyone. So I'm gonna pause the game so I don't lose more health. But yeah, with that, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. For this installment, I do the stream thing so much. I'm going to call it here for this installment. Thanks everyone for swinging by on this one. Everything's at the beginning of the video as always. Yeah, and let's continue on with this journey and finish up these games. So anyways, everyone, thanks everyone for swinging by on this first installment of the Legacy series, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. We'll see you all in the next one. Till then, take care.